Hello, friend. Life can feel overwhelming, can't it? We carry our worries, get tired, and sometimes forget the gentle things that make life beautiful. But what if there's a better way? A simple, quiet instruction from God that could change everything. This is an invitation, not a demand, to explore something wonderful together. We'll look at a small verse in the Bible, just a handful of words, but with the power to soften hearts and mend relationships. Imagine your life with less frustration and more joy, your conversations with more understanding. This isn't a far-off dream, it's a real possibility, offered to you right now. It starts with a choice to listen and try. So, come in, set aside the noise for a moment, let's open our hearts to a message that's been waiting for us for thousands of years. This message isn't complicated or for perfect people. It's for anyone who wants to love better and live more peacefully. It's for the tired, the stressed, the worried, for you. Together, we'll walk through this idea, step by step. We'll take our time to understand how these words can reshape our world from the inside out. Think of this as a quiet conversation, a moment of rest in your busy day. Are you ready? Let's begin this journey together. Let's discover how a few ancient words can bring new life to our modern world. Why talk about kindness, compassion, and forgiveness? It sounds basic, but as adults, life gets complicated. The world teaches us to be tough, to compete, to hold grudges. But God whispers a different story. True strength is found in gentleness. Every day, we interact with others, at work, at home, in our neighborhoods. Each encounter is a chance to build a bridge or dig a trench. A harsh word can ruin a day, a kind gesture can heal. These moments create the climate of our lives. Do we want tension and conflict or warmth and grace? The choice is often ours. Kindness, compassion, and forgiveness aren't just nice ideas. They're essential for healthy relationships. Without them, resentment builds and misunderstandings fester. God designed us for connection and love. When we choose bitterness or indifference, we go against our design and everyone suffers. This conversation matters because your peace matters to God. Practicing these virtues isn't just for others, it's a gift to yourself. You unburden your heart, clear away anger, and make room for peace and joy. You choose to live in the freedom God intends. That's why it matters. Because you matter. Let's look at the verse itself, Ephesians 4:32. Paul writes, "Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving each other, just as in Christ God forgave you." These words are simple, but powerful. Kindness isn't just being nice, it's intentional goodness, a choice to bring sweetness into someone's day. Compassion goes deeper. It's feeling with someone, stepping into their shoes, letting your heart break for what breaks theirs. Compassion moves us from sympathy to action. Forgiveness is the hardest, letting go of a debt, releasing someone from what they owe you. Paul gives us the reason: forgive as God forgave you in Christ. Our ability to be kind, compassionate, and forgiving flows from understanding how much God has done for us. We don't have to muster it up alone. It's a response to the grace we've already received. These three pillars, kindness, compassion, forgiveness, are the foundation for a new way of living. They're not just rules, but a reflection of God's heart. This is the invitation to live as we've been loved. Let's see what this looks like in real life. What does this verse mean for us today? Be kind, choose a gentle answer, hold the door, offer a smile. Small acts of grace add up. Kindness is practical love, reflecting God's endless kindness to us. Be compassionate, listen without judgment, offer presence, see the person behind the problem. Compassion connects us deeply, allowing us to say, "I see you, I hear you, and you matter." Forgive, let go of grudges, release anger, hand the hurt over to God. Forgiveness isn't saying the hurt was okay, it's choosing freedom over bitterness, the engine behind it all, just as in Christ God forgave you. We forgive not because others deserve it, but because we've been forgiven. God wiped our slate clean. We echo that grace to others. When we grasp the magnitude of God's forgiveness, we can't help but extend it. It's not about our strength, but His. This is how we build a life of peace and love. These words aren't just ancient advice, they're a blueprint for a better life. Let's put them into practice, let's see how they transform our daily world. Let's bring this to the workplace. Offices can be stressful, and kindness often gets lost. Imagine a coworker misses a deadline. Frustration is natural, but kindness asks, "Are you okay?" Compassion listens and learns. Maybe they're struggling at home. Suddenly you see a person, not a problem. You offer help, not judgment. Forgiveness lets go of resentment, doesn't hold mistakes against them, and treats them with fresh grace. This approach transforms workplace culture. Trust grows, collaboration improves, and people feel safe to admit mistakes. The office becomes a community, not a battleground. It starts with one person choosing to live differently. By practicing kindness, compassion, and forgiveness at your desk, you become a minister of grace. You bring a little heaven to your 9 to 5. These small choices ripple out, changing the atmosphere for everyone. You don't just do your job, you change your world. This is how faith comes alive at work. Try it and watch what happens. Grace at your desk is powerful. Now, let's talk about home, the place where kindness, compassion, and forgiveness matter most. Home is where we're most ourselves, and where our words have the deepest impact. It's meant to be a sanctuary, but can easily become a storm. Ephesians 4:32 is the blueprint for a peaceful home. After a hard day, the house is a mess. Instead of snapping, kindness says, "Looks like it was a busy day, I'm feeling overwhelmed." This opens the door for connection, not conflict. Compassion steps in. Maybe your spouse had a tough day too. You see their exhaustion, not just the mess. Instead of competing over who had it worse, you connect in your shared struggle. Forgiveness is the repair kit, saying "I'm sorry" and "I forgive you" before small hurts become big resentments. Wipe the slate clean, just as God does for us. Forgive daily and create a home where it's safe to be human. Build a family culture of grace. Love flourishes where kindness, compassion, and forgiveness live. This is how homes become havens. Let grace start at home. Our call to kindness, compassion, and forgiveness goes beyond home and work. It extends to friends, neighbors, and strangers. In a divided world, a simple act of grace is a beacon of hope. With friends, kindness assumes the best, not the worst. Compassion listens to their story, softening your heart. Forgiveness mends relationships, letting go of hurt. With strangers, the rude driver, the impatient clerk, kindness is not retaliating. Compassion imagines their story, not judging. Forgiveness is internal, releasing them from your judgment. You refuse to let a stranger's bad moment ruin your day. In doing so, you stop the cycle of anger and become an agent of peace. These small choices matter. You spread light in a fractured world. You become a carrier of God's love wherever you go. This is how we change the world, one act at a time. Let your life be a light. Forgiveness isn't always easy. Sometimes the hurt is deep, and the person isn't sorry. God doesn't ask us to do this alone. He offers His strength. The first step: pause. Don't react in anger. Breathe. Create space between the hurt and your response. In that space you have a choice: the old path of resentment or God's path of grace. The pause is your power. Next, choose kindness, even if you don't feel it. Maybe it's not speaking ill of the person or simply praying, "God help me." You're not denying your pain but choosing to act in faith. This softens your heart. Finally, forgive as an act of will. Say, "God, because you forgave me, I choose to forgive." You may have to repeat this choice often. Forgiveness isn't erasing the memory but changing how you relate to it. You hand justice over to God and choose freedom for your soul. It's hard, but it's the path to healing and peace. You're not alone. God walks with you. Each step is a victory. Forgiveness sets you free. Take the first step. Never underestimate the power of small choices. One act of kindness or forgiveness can ripple out in ways you'll never see. Like a pebble in a pond, your actions spread far beyond the moment. Kindness to a coworker might change their whole day, and their families. Compassion to a friend gives them strength to help others. Forgiveness brings peace to your heart and shows the world God's love in action. Even if you don't see the results, trust that your choices matter. Every time you choose grace, you push back against anger and division. You create little pockets of heaven on earth. Your life becomes a testament to God's transforming grace. The ripples go further than you know. Keep casting stones of kindness. You are changing the world. We've walked this path together, exploring the power of kindness, compassion, and forgiveness. These aren't just ideals, they're practical tools for every day. The question is, what will you do next? Don't aim for perfection, just take one small step. Today, choose kindness where you'd be impatient. Show compassion to someone struggling. Release one small grudge to God. Grace is a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Be patient with yourself. Some days are harder than others. Remember, just as in Christ God forgave you, you're not alone. God's Spirit gives you strength. Ask for His help. God, help me be kind, compassionate, and forgiving today. He will answer, this isn't a burden but a gift. Walk in this beautiful way. Let your life reflect God's love. You have been forgiven much, so you can love much. Let this truth transform your heart, your home, and your world. You can do this. He is with you.